Alright, let's talk about the Hebrew vowels. First, I would like to say that there are many rules about how to use the Hebrew vowels correctly, and it's quite a doctrine. I will not go into the depths of all of the vowels in Hebrew and how all of them work, because that will require a completely different course. You're most welcome to do it on your own if you want, but I would like to use what is necessary for us to learn Hebrew. So I will focus on the vowels that we will see that makes the sound of a, e, o, and u, and I will show you how to represent them and how to use them, and I will use them during this course all the time. So it basically helps you to know how to pronounce these words, and the vowels in Hebrew are very important, as you will see in the next few lessons. As opposed to English and other European languages, the vowels are not letters. The vowels are sort of dots or markings. For example, let's take the sound a. We have two vowels, symbols that represent a. This and this. For example, I will take the letter gimel, okay? And if I put this sound, this marking, under gimel, it will be ga. Also ga. The vowel e can be represented by 3 dots like this or 2 dots like this. Again, if I take the letter shin, for example, and I put these markings under the shin, it will be she or she. I don't care if you use this type of e or this type of e, as long as you recognize and know that both mean e. Same thing refers to a, okay? For me, at this point, it doesn't really matter if you know which is which, as long as you know that both of them mean a, and these two mean e. Let's talk about the vowel e. The vowel e is represented by 1 dot, or 1 dot with a yud following after. You will see both of these examples during the course. So, for example, if I take the letter lamed and I put 1 dot, it will be li, or 1 dot with a yud, also li. Let's talk about the vowel o. So the vowel o can be represented by the letter vav and a dot above the vav, or sometimes we will see words where we have o, which is a dot between 2 letters, as if there was a vav but there isn't. For example, let's take the letter dalit, okay? I'm putting dalit and a vav, a dot above the vav, that will be do. And I can also put, for example, dalet and then the letter lamed and a dot between them, and together that will be dol. Still the sound o, dot between them, as if there was a vav but there is no vav. Let's talk about the vowel u. The vowel u is represented by the letter vav and a dot inside the vav. For example, if I will take the letter kuf and I would put kuf and vav next to it with a dot inside the vav, it will be ku. Let's talk about the marking of a stop. What does this mean? It means that when I use these 2 dots, one above the other, and I put them under a letter, it means that there is no sound, there is no vowel. For example, let's take the letter shin and put the sound of a underneath. Together we have sha. Then I'm putting the letter lamed and this stop under the lamed, and then I'm putting another letter mem, okay, and a vav after the mem with the sound of o. So sha, and then I have the lamed with a stop, so it will be shal, okay? It will not be shala, shali, shalo, shalu. No, there is no sound here. So it's shal, shal, mo. For example, let's take the letter kuf and put a vav with the sound of o next to it. It will be ko. Then I will put the letter dalid with a stop under the dalid. Then I will put the letter lamed with the sound of e and a yud after. This would be kod, li. No sound at the dalid. Again, this will not be koda, kodo, kodi. It will be kod, li. It's important to understand that the marking of a stop can also make the sound e. When does it make the sound e? When it opens a word, and also when it's indicating that now this letter is not just part of a word, it's functioning as a grammatical function. We will see a lot of examples like this. Just keep in mind that when you see 2 dots in the beginning of a word, it can also be e sound. So if you will see examples in the future in our course and you will be wondering why is this e and there are 2 dots, that's the reason.
Chi, ne,
ga, di, ro, su,
tse,
ka, ra, ca,
sho, la,
ש, ת.